Hello there friends, and welcome to something new. Welcome to my kitchen. We are going to be making some supper tonight. Nice pasta, and I'm going to let you enjoy the experience with me. So I've gotten some giant pasta to work with from our local shop Checkers, a nice brand Forage and Feast. Look at that giant pasta shells. We're going to be using this to make a interesting pasta. Filming without professional camera equipment, microphones, etc. means I'm going to film it with my hand and my phone. And that's what's going to happen, because keeping it stood up over there is not working out for me from a sound point of view. So hopefully this is coming through clearly. I really don't know. But here we are, we're starting off and we have pasta in the bowl. So that's the first round of pasta. We're going to get that pasta in there, and we're going to get some more pasta over there if I need. I want to see how that fits. And then we're starting getting it prepared. We're making a salmon and snails. Yes, you heard me. Salmon and snails pasta. And we're going to do that with a whole bunch of cheese. It's going to be a nice cheesy mushroom sauce. Get it in the oven, going to bake it all together, and it's going to be a pasta bake vibe. That's what's happening. Not sure how you all feel about snails and salmon, and I am enjoying both of them. And I got the tin salmon because it's actually quite nice. I know it might not be the best, like people will get fresh salmon, but like I had the tin salmon a few times and it's actually quite nice. So we're going to get this going and you're all going to get to see it. The pasta shells are coming along nicely. The first part of the pasta is getting ready. And here are the shells out of the hot water into the strainer just to get the excess water off, and now I'm going to start the next set of pasta. Got the ball rolling, guys. Ball rolling, and we're going to get more into it soon with the other pasta in the pot, because the first set of pasta didn't fill it up all the way. That's how much we got of the first set of pasta. Second set is right here. Bubble, 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 toil and trouble. No, it's just getting itself nice and cooked for me. Then after the pasta, it's time to fry up the snails and the salmon, and that's going to get us to where we need to cook the vegetables. The cards on the table, the rigatoni didn't end out how I wanted it to end out. It's kind of fell apart. But it's still pasta, and pasta is pasta is pasta. It's all pretty much the same, and I think people are going to kill me for saying that, but it's pasta. Pasta is pasta. Well, at least it's going to be tonight, because it's all going to get baked in that thing right there. The part that most people might not like, but I already do, but I got the wrong garlic, but I will just use it anyway. So I wanted to get the crushed garlic into little pieces, but then I've got it in the puree garlic, which is like, oh, it's okay. But we do what we got with, well, we do what we can with what we got. Here we got the garlic butter cooking away, starting to cook. I had to turn it off just for a second to let someone out. And there we got the tin of snails. Look at that. Yum, 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 yum. Snails. Delicious, delicious. And then we cook them up nice and garlicky, because that goes very nicely with snails. And after the snails, it's on to the salmon, and then the veggies, which I'm going to be doing in the microwave. We're going to fry up some mushrooms and onions into the pot, or into the dish, the Pyrex dish, the casserole, whatever you call it, and into the oven it goes for a bit, and that'll melt all the cheese I'm going to put on top of it. Then we're going to have an awesome pasta ready for supper. We're back, we're jumping ahead a bit, so we've got the snails looking awesome. Tasting flipping nice as well, and I've got the onions on the go. Forget the onions, mushrooms, the salmon, and then that's going to all come together. It's going now. Alana's on her way home. I was hoping to have this ready before she got home, but it's still going to be in progress. But at least supper's going to be ready for us when she is home. Look at the tin salmon. It's could be pinker, but it has been sitting around since 2004 in a tin. But it's valid till 2007, so all good for eating. And yeah, when you're growing up, university, college, starting to work, you make do with what you can afford, and you actually develop a taste for it, because that's actually very nice. We make a lot of pastas with that. It's very nice, and with actual salmon, like proper salmon as well. But this goes nice for pasta, because like proper salmon you actually want to have like sushi, like raw, and like nice and fresh, and rather than cook it into a pasta. But this goes nice for cooking into pasta. I'm very amped for how that's all going to come together. I've got the mushrooms in with the onions. I'm just going to stir that up. And yeah, it's going to be delicious. On to the vegetables, nice and a roasting vegetable mix. And we just pop this in the microwave 5 to 6 minutes in the bag. And then it's ready to be added in to the pasta. So we've got some assorted vegetables with pasta, you know, being healthy. Let alone all the cheese I'm going to put in, but maybe it counteracts. So we've got onto the salmon now. I just broke the salmon up, took the skin off, which is very easy to come off. You just rub it gently and then it peels off. And then off the salmon goes. So it can, what's the term, saute a little bit in there. And then we take it out and be almost ready, because that beeping is the veg, which is ready for us to take out. And then we've got to get the cheeses out, get that going. I better start warming up the oven because we are approaching cooking time. It's almost cooking time. We've got the salmon done, we've got the snails ready, we've got the vegetables done, we've got the cheese out, and I'm not sure if I've got enough cheese. I might add a little bit more. So we've got our pasta creamy mushroom sauce, we've got a ricotta cheese, and we've got a medium fat cream cheese. All going to go in, going to make a sauce. We've got our garlic snails, we've got our mushroom, onions, and salmon, and we've got our pasta, and we've got our oven cooking, and everything is getting ready. Creamy mushroom sauce on the pasta, followed by the salmon, onions, and mushrooms. So that's looking nice and hot. Wishing I had a deeper bowl because I put too much pasta in. I could have just actually used half of the rigatoni and not all of it, but anyway. Now to put the garlic snails in, vegetables, and then garlic snails, vegetables in the microwave, and then the last bit of the cheese sprinkled on top. And as soon as my oven beeps and tells me it's preheated, then in the oven we go. Okay, so we've got, let me show you, the vegetables on, we've got the cream cheese on, we've got the ricotta cheese on, it's all looking good. Waiting for the oven to finish preheating, but now I've got a little bit of a mess to clean up. I try to keep quite a clean kitchen while I'm cooking, so everything's ready to go into the dishwasher, which I'm going to do now. I'll wait for the preheat to get ready, and then we can start cooking this thing. I'm looking so forward to it, looks great. The oven finally preheated. Does take a bit of time sometimes, but it's going, and the bake is in the oven. I'm not really sure how long to bake it for, so I'll put it in for 20 minutes. I'll just come back and check and see how it's going. Probably going to have to do some grilling as well to make it brown on the top, but yeah, it's going to be awesome no matter what, I really hope, because I've spent a lot of work on putting it together. Let's see how it turns out. First time doing this, so I'm not sure what it's going to turn out as. And here we are at the end of our journey. The pasta is finished and it looks great. The pasta bake, should I say, because it's a bake with pasta underneath it and it's got all the nice stuff in it, and look at how delicious that looks. I really hope it tastes as good as it looks. But now we're going to wait for Lana to get home because she is stuck in traffic. Shame. I think she's going to be like another half hour to an hour in traffic. Sucky accident on the highways, but that's how it goes. Anyway, when we dig into it, I'll share a clip of the food and seeing if it's nice. I hope so. Alana's still stuck in the traffic. It's now like an hour after the last piece of video. She's going to be home very late, and I'm streaming tonight with you again, so I've got to try the food out. And I have, and it's nice. Yes, I like it. I put a little bit of extra cayenne pepper on because I like it a little bit spicier, but the main one isn't spicy like that for Lana because she doesn't like it that spicy. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and maybe this is something I start doing. Some random cooking? Who knows? We'll figure it out together. Bye-bye.